How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and I'm going to be reacting to Stargirl Season 3, Episode 8. And before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
More proof that no good deed goes unpunished.
How did we get here?
Alan Scott's daughter has the power of light, but his son, for reasons I don't understand, has the power of the shadows.
Yeah, I
Me
figured.
coming into direct contact caused some kind of feedback, which seems to have banished us here. Lucky for you, you're with the sole being in existence that knows how to escape this dreadful place.
Green Lantern patterns are stopping them.
Okay? Seems until Jenny's ring is free from its corruption, I'm as useless as you.
Damn. Chapter 8, Infinity Incorporated, Part 2.
It's okay, Critter.
Who is that? Ritter? Any Dreadful? Why does that name sound familiar? Chara? I'm assuming these are all DC characters. I might have to go look it up.
Todd, you can control this.
Family.
That was easy. Did Jenny get dragged into the Shadowlands now? Is that bowling trophies? Head nurse. She doesn't know how to use the rotary phone.
Your drop-in visit tonight interrupted a very important procedure. And now you have endangered everyone, including him. Jenny Lynn may burn down buildings in her weaker moments, but Todd, the whole world could be swallowed up in shadow if we don't get him under control.
Damn.
We are going to help him, and you are going home, Stargirl.
She knows.
I think Todd sent him and the Shade into the Shadowlands.
Does she even know what that is?
The Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Been to this place?
It's where the Shade gets his power from. And Todd, it looks like.
He's still watching you. Mr. Bones.
Jenny's ring is still connected to the Shadowlands. That isn't normal.
I mean, is there anything normal in this town?
This place preys on your subconscious, your fears and regrets. While I, of course, don't harbor such worthless emotions, I'm quite sure that you did. And a few doorways here, they usually take you where you most desire to go, taking their cues from the subconscious, because the diner is insignificant to me.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Oh, the gambler.
Well, this is where you refuse to forgive me.
You caused your sister so much pain, yet she still forgave you, didn't she? Sweet, dear Emily.
Or we're just going to be going back and forth between Pat's and his memories.
One grease pit to another.
Dad?
It's funny that they left her ring on.
This room is designed for your protection. The walls are coated with an energy-diffusing polymer to assist in power control and suppression.
You want to help me, son?
I always tried to.
You did try. Every time you tried to fix something, you made it worse. Like our family. I was too hard on you. She worried about your feelings. I was never proud to call you my son.
Damn.
A real father spoke every word of this.
You've always been worthless, playing second fiddle to everyone in your life. Never been a standout, a leader.
Still miss you, Pop.
Don't turn your back on me.
Is this Emily?
Nothing that I care to see.
I know it's difficult to lose people that you love.
Yes, spare me your bleeding heart sentiments, please.
She got out because of you. She survived because of her. She had to face her own darkness. Maybe the key here is to face things. You don't run away.
True.
Have you been watching us? In our town, our school, our homes?
You can set the staff aside, just as Yolanda can put Wildcat suit away. Rick the Hourglass, Beth her goggles. You're not like Jenny and her brother. You're not like me.
Mr. Bones revealing himself.
My appearance is not a choice I can make. My mother was subjected to experiments while pregnant with me. Beyond my flesh being transparent, I was born with a cyanide touch, these doctors called it. Anything I come into contact with dies. Nurse Love rescued me from the people who did this. I am as cursed as Jenny and Todd, unlike you and your friends. We were born this way. Here at Helix, we help those like us learn to live a life of isolation. When Jenny's ring was infected by the shadows, it connected her to Todd and his power became unstable. If we cannot suppress Todd's power, he will destroy us all.
So unsettling looking at his face. Ouch.
Jenny and Todd are meant to be together. I saw her powers reacting to his hurting. She's the light he needs, not those lamps. My power, Jenny's, it all reacts to how we feel. That's why I think Todd's connection with Jenny is the only thing that can save him. But life isn't about living in isolation. It can't be.
If you're wrong, we all die.
Courtney, where's Todd? Waiting for you.
You think I'm a bad father, Pat. But look at your son. He does everything he can to get your attention.
It's good that he's actually getting this talk
Just
here.
like you did with me.
You're gonna die alone, Mr. Swift. Like your sister.
Damn.
Mike's mom abandoned him when he was, what, 3 or 4 years old? She got strung out and left him in a soup kitchen. Mike thinks about his mom every day. He doesn't say it, but he feels as unwanted as Courtney does.
One day, I'm gonna hate you as much as you hate your dad.
I don't hate him, Mike.
What if I hurt him again? Do you want to hurt him? Then you won't.
Jeez.
I'm not going anywhere, Todd.
Close the door.
Dad left his ring for me. He knew we would find each other with it. Somehow, he knew. We have to be the light in the darkness.
Aww.
I could die going back into that fire.
Hey, you either die in here or you die trying. Pick one.
Fair enough, Pat Dugan.
They made it. Alright, I'm glad everybody's good. Now let's go figure out this murder.
All of our patients are free to go anytime they wish. No one is being held against their will.
That's actually true, Courtney.
Even so, spying on us like you've been doing
Spying on you.
They were behind the cameras?
inside our homes.
We did no such thing.
Then how do you know so much about it?
We do our research, yes, but spying on you with hidden cameras? Don't be ridiculous.
Maybe talking to a
I'm gonna
skeleton
go.
guy. Maybe she doesn't know.
Where?
She's trying to protect her. Or him.
With my sister.
You didn't happen to teach 5th grade math back in the early 1980s in Omaha, Nebraska, did you?
I don't care for your attitude, Mr. Dugan.
No, that was Shell.
What are the odds?
Courtney Whitmore might have been right, Neslov. Isolation might not be the answer these kids need. Maybe Helix should form a team of our own.
You know, I still can't believe that there's someone else out there with the same powers as mine.
I mean, think about how much different your life would have been had somebody helped you.
Yes, well, who knows? I'd like to extend a hand if you're amenable to my help with the shadows.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
I'm not
There we go.
so sure.
Oh, then please turn me down.
I do need to get to New York. It's where Sandy Hawkins is. Wesley Dodd's nephew.
Wesley Dodd's the Sandman?
Sandy has nightmares of people in trouble, like his uncle used to. That's how I knew Todd was here. Sandy dreamt about me and Todd and reached out to me. I promised him I'd help with his nightmares. Once I found Todd.
New York. Fine.
Not give up on the villains, on my friends, on myself. What do you think?
That was an
Sounds
awful.
good. All of it.
This has left us with one question.
Who's the murderer?
If Helix hasn't been the one spying on us, then who?
It has to be him. Based on what we saw, you know, with the bones puzzle and such, or the skull. Blue Valley Utility Company. Are we probably gonna see him or her? So it doesn't look like Mr. Bones for sure. He didn't have the same skin tone. Alrighty. So that was episode 8 of Stargirl. So the episode starts with Pat and Shade unable to leave, encounter illusions of their family and of Sharp. Shade is taunted over his decision to ignore his dying sister Emily, and Pat is taunted over his strained relationship with his father and Mike. Courtney awakens locked in Love's office. Bones and Love explain that Helix's patients willingly keep themselves isolated due to their dangerous powers, but Courtney believes that Jenny's light can help Todd. They reluctantly allow Jenny to reunite with Todd, calming his powers and allowing Pat and Shade to return. As the group leaves, Love states that Helix is not monitoring the cameras, and Bones considers forming his own team. Pat convinces Shade to mentor Todd, and he leaves with the siblings for New York in search of Sandy Hawkins, who has prophetic nightmares, and help Jenny find Todd. Courtney and Pat take a bus home, and she resolves to make amends with her team. Lastly, in Blue Valley sewers, a caped figure punches one of the camera monitors. So that's a quick summary regarding this past episode. The whole system at Helix is quite interesting. It's good that we finally solved Jenny's very long search for her brother. Really cool of Shade to be Todd's mentor and to teach him the ways of how to control the shadows. So it sounds like Jenny wants to go to New York because of a person that's known as the Sandman. And I kind of looked this person up, and it looks like this person is a part of the JSA as well. So my assumption is that this person is going to eventually show back up and possibly join the team. I'm definitely intrigued to see who the real murderer and spy is. Since we got confirmation from Bones and Love, we could definitely remove them from the list of suspects, especially from that last scene there where we saw this hooded figure punch the monitor and we see some skin, and it didn't have that colored, transparent skin that Mr. Bones has. I'm really glad that they put in those scenes towards Pat regarding Mike, because yeah, he's definitely been neglected a lot in the show. Other than that, that's pretty much all I have. If you have any questions or theories, please leave it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the reaction, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.